What's up guys, Jackson Valentine's here, showing you one of the TCG's card game made by Bushiroad. Okay, this is called Gotoubun Hayanome. This is one of the child deck, the SD03 Miku. So right now I'm gonna unbox it to see what are the content cards inside, and I will explain the rules as well for each of the cards that it has effect. So let's open up now. Okay, got my trusted little knife here, and then here we go. Okay, tell you guys the truth, Miku is one of my favorite out of the 5, so you can say this video is solely made for all the Miku's fans. Okay, first thing first. Okay, in this box we have one instruction manual, and as well as for the playmat of the game. Okay, so later I will go through the playmat afterwards, after the card's explanation. Okay, Gotoubun Hayanome. This is a child deck, and one child deck contains 60 cards total. Okay, but in the gameplay there will be 10 hero cards, which is in front of here, which you see here has 10 of them. Okay, 10 hero card for your hero deck, and the remaining 50 cards is for your main deck. Okay, so for the hero card, we here have a vanilla Futaro. Then now here we have Ichikas with Futaro. Okay, for this card's effect is continuous effect is when Ichikas approach this Futaro's hero, the approach power plus 2. Okay, so the automatic skill is when Futaro has been approached successfully, if the approach character card is Ichika, you will get to draw 1. Okay, now we have a Nino approach with Futaros. Okay, the same skill is the same skill with Ichikas. So for every 5 of them, and they have the same effect. When you approach those Futaro, you, with the specific character, you plus 2 approach power. Then if you approach successfully by the specific character, you get to draw 1. Okay, next is Futaros and the others that fall into the lake scene. Okay, so for this card to be approached successfully, you must have at least 2 characters in your bridal zone, then you can approach this Futaro hero scene. Okay, next we have this. Okay, when this Futaro's hero is getting approached, and when it's approached by one of the 5 sisters, the approach power will -1. So when, for example, if you have 11 approach power for your character, when you approach this character, it will -1, so your approach will fail. Your approach level must be at power 12 if you want to approach successfully. Okay, next card is, okay, when this is a Futaros and the rest of the girls at the beach scene. So for this skill effect, continuous skill effect is, okay, when for your character that has 4 cards in a lane, right, when you approach to this Futaro's character, you -5, so the approach power his approach power will become 12 if you're able to get 4 cards including with your character when you approach this card. Okay, so that is all for the hero card. Okay, now will be the deck. Okay, for my this Miku, whole deck is okay. Okay, for this card's effect, we will have place of them. The card's effect is when this card is on play, neither you play it during your character main phase or the episode main phase. The skill is when she's appeared, you can choose one of your hero card, send it to the bottom. If you do, you flip open one and place it back to the empty hero lane. Okay, so that's this Miku's effect. Then next we have Miku again. We have one foil form and the rest is the vanilla form. Okay, her skill is auto. When she is appeared on play or neither on episode, to slot in to increase the power, you will get to draw one. Okay, next is we have Miku with bridal power of 4, vanilla. Okay, sorry about that, as my card just fly around because of my fan is so cute. Okay, next is the peach costume Miku's vanilla. It's also power of 4. Okay, next we have the maid costume Miku. We have playset all together. And her skill is if your opponent have one bridal card in the bridal zone, her power will -1. So from 5 it will become 4 if your opponent has one bridal card in the zone. Okay, next we have the adult. This is the adult form of the Miku. Okay, so her skill is on play. You can choose one of the episode in your waiting area, which usually we call it as a drop zone for Vanguard player, like that. You can take one of the episode, add it to your hand. So for this main card, we only have 3 of them. Okay, next here we have the episode card. Okay, so for this episode card is let's see. Okay, when you put this to the soul, you choose one card in your waiting area, and then you can slot it to the same character lane. Okay, next we have Miku in the classroom, and this one is solely for Miku, because if you see this icon here, it's solely. So if you have, for example, if you have Nino in the character, but you want to use her to slot it into Nino, that is cannot. You must have at least Miku. You must slot it to Miku at most, so that you can plus 3 bridal power. Okay, next we have Miku's shocking face. The skills also effect same with the classroom one. We only have 3 of this. Okay, next we have another episode. Okay, her skill is also solely for Miku, but her additional skill is, her secondary skill is, when she's done in the lane after the turn, she'll go to the waiting area, and look, lucky me, I got the foil version of it. Okay, next we have, now here we have the event list card. Okay, event also solely used for Miku. Okay, the event skill is activate main. If you during this turn you didn't use any event, you get to draw 2 cards. If you do, you from your waiting area, you add 1 episode back to your hand. So we have 4 copies of this. Okay, next is another event which for Miku also. Okay, activate main. Okay, only can use the same card once per turn. Okay, you for choose two of the episode in the waiting area, add it to your hand. Okay, so for this card we have 2. Okay, now here we have the lolly version of Miku, but which effect is counter approach. Okay, for this counter approach is when your opponent's trying to approach the hero's Futaro. Okay, first one, your opponent's approach power is 10, while the hero card is also 10. You can use this card to minus the approach power to let the approach fail, so that you can delay a turn 2 to win the game. Okay, so for this we will have 4 of them. Okay, next it's also an event card solely used for Miku, and it's also a counter approach. The skill is you discard 1 card, choose one of your opponent's approach character, and then you will minus 8. Okay, so this is all for the introduction of SD03 Miku. Okay, so now I will show you